Sup YouTube, this is Dragon, and I came across a really awesome battle in the Battle Spot Showdown. She had some really interesting Pokemon that were actually tricky to get around at first, but as you can see, well, you'll see when you see the battle for yourself. So Azu issues me the challenge, and I have a feeling that she's going to save her Talonflame for later. So I know I can send out my Trevenant to be able to counter a lot of her physical attacking Pokemon. And at this point, I know that she has a Talonflame on her team, and now I'm facing a Gliscor. So I'm predicting that it's probably going to use things like Toxic and whatnot, but I don't know exactly what set this Gliscor is. And she reveals it to be the Substitute set. So I know that it's probably going to be Substitute, Earthquake, Substitute, Earthquake, Toxic, and Protect. And now I am kind of in a bit of a huge predicament because I can't really do anything against it. So I try to Horn Leech it just so I can see how much damage I could possibly do to it. And now that this is being my Lum Trevenant set, I don't really have much to worry about as far as it, being toxic and whatnot, because I also have Rest on this Trevenant as well. But then what you're about to see is going to be the huge game changer, and that's the knockoff that comes from this Gliscor. So now I really have no choice but to switch, otherwise I'm just going to die, and it's something that I don't want to be in this situation. So now the Substitute fades, luckily for me, because I do not want to have this Gliscor behind the Substitute. That would be the worst possible situation. So now either one of two things are going to happen. Either this Gliscor is going to use Substitute again, or is going to use Protect. I don't know. If I seriously probably just watched it use Protect. I'm not really sure. I know that's kind of hilarious. So now Gliscor, well, not Gliscor, Charizard, my Charizard now evolves into, or Mega evolves into Mega Charizard Y, because I want to Solar Beam this Gliscor so that I can break its sub, because look, I need to be able to kill this Gliscor. Now I know the trade-off is going to be that my Mega Charizard Y is going to be toxic, but I really have no choice, because that's really the only way I'm going to be able to kill this Gliscor is by Fire Blasting it or doing something that'll be able to OHKO it, especially with the Pokemon that I have on my team. So at this point, I know that Talonflame is on the team. So what I could do is a number of things. I could either keep using the move that you're about to see, or I can predict it and then use the Fire Blast, anticipating my opponent to use the Protect like I just did, and now my opponent still thinks that I'm going to stay in and try to use Fire Blast to kill it again, but then I come out of nowhere with an Ancient Power attack against that Talonflame, and my god, that was one of the best plays that I could have done. If I didn't do that, I probably would have lost straight away, because that Talonflame could have easily Brave Birded, or he could have easily Brave Birded my Trevenant, Brave Birded my Blissey, and then of course Brave Birded my Charizard Y. So yeah, that was one of the best plays I could have ever made in the whole game. So now I know that because I don't want to just be in the situation where I'm going to be fighting against a protecting Gliscor. I switch to my Blissey, and then I use Flamethrower on the Gliscor, so that I can do just a little bit more damage to it. I wasn't sure whether Seismic Toss or Flamethrower would do more damage, but now I know that I'm in that particular situation again, in which I'm going to have to Seismic Toss this Gliscor. And what my main goal here right now is to leave my Blissey in there and to just keep Seismic Tossing it, so that even if my Blissey dies, I'll be able to... Ooh, excuse me. So even if my Blissey dies, I'll be able to just come in with my Mega Charizard Y and then Fire Blast it to death. So I don't really want to wait for it to be all the way down to the last wire, because I also don't really know what exactly the next opponent. I don't know the last Pokemon that's on my opponent's team at this particular moment. So he uses Protect, and I predicted that Protect, so I know obviously the Protect is going to come again, because a lot of people don't know that if you use Protect and it just completely fails, and not fails because you use the double Protect, but if somebody switches in onto your Protect, then you can easily use Protect again. So now I know my opponent definitely wants to conserve that Gliscor. So now she reveals that it's the Gengar, and I'm really hoping that this Gengar is not Sash, hoping that I can hit the Fire Blast, and bam, I hit the Fire Blast, and yes, that is again one of the best things that could have ever happened. If I missed that Fire Blast, that definitely would have been a good game right there, because the Mega Glide, no, wow. The Mega Gengar, I could have easily taken out my Charizard Y, and that would have been it. So now I'm back in the situation, knowing that this Gliscor is just going to be using Protect and Toxic Stalling my Mega Charizard Y, so I switch back to my Blissey, and now I know for sure that I'm just going to be using Seismitosis continuously because I want to just make sure that this Gliscor is going to be at the lowest amount of health possible so that I could not really have myself in a situation where I would have to use Fire Blast to kill it, but hopefully I could just come in there with a Solar Beam and it'll make it much easier for me to put myself at a winning advantage where I can have a surefire win. So now I'm just using Seismitosis continuously, and at this point I'm actually debating in my mind whether my opponent really knows the percentage healings for Substitute and Protect. See, when you have the Toxic Orb and the Poison Heal, you heal 12% of your health each turn. So let's say you use Substitute, that takes 25% of your health, right? So that means technically that's 12. That's negative 12 minus 24. I mean minus 25. I know I'm just being ridiculously mathematic for no reason, but that's about, wow, I cannot do math. Wow, that's crazy. That's 23. What? Wow, I am seriously going, I'm bugging out. 13, folks, 13. It says 13 that Gliscor would have as a bit of a profit. Wow, you know, I completely messed that up in my head. I know, like, you guys are probably just like watching me and like just thinking, wow, this guy is a huge dumbass right now. He's being absolutely just retarded. But you know what? I don't even care. It's because like I'm trying to think of all the things that could be going on right now. So wait, hold on. Okay, I got it. So Gliscor heals 12% of its health each turn, right? And then Substitute takes 25% of the health. So if he uses Protect, that's 12 and 12, and that's 24. And then Gliscor technically will only lose 1% of its health each turn. All right, folks. All right, I'm back in the game. Man, that took long enough. Jeez, and then I'm the one in college taking chemistry. Really? Man, I need to really evaluate my life. Come on. Come on, Dragon. Come on. You gotta step your game up. So, now I'm back in here with my Mega Charizard Y, and I know that he's going to be using the whole Protect game and whatnot, but then I missed this extremely important Fire Blast. That Fire Blast right there was the game-winning Fire Blast. That sealed my fate. I am completely trapped. I can't do anything at this point. Now I just await my death. I await death. I was so upset when that happened, but you know, to be honest, I know it's part of the game. This is just how the game works. You miss moves, and you know, Fire Blast has 85% accuracy, and you know, things just happen in the game, and what can I say? That's just how the game works, and you know, you gotta roll with it, you know. And man, but I'm not gonna lie, I was really, not really upset, but really just bothered to the point where, like, I was just annoyed. Like, oh my god, I had a 15% chance of losing. A 15% chance of losing. That's half of a Horn Drill. Come on. I could have hit that Fire Blast, and I would just be chilling right now in the winning bracket, but no. My Charizard Y just had to miss that Fire Blast. Like, come on, Charizard. What you doing, man? What you doing? So now, of course, you know, my Trevenant's in here, and this is really just like a... this is just good game. So I'm basically Horn Leeching my opponent so that I could just kind of needlessly take my health back, and you know, I know the knockoffs are coming and I can't really do anything. My Trevenant is just a sitting duck or sitting tree, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so you know, the next knockoff comes and then I use my Horn Leech again. And, you know, like, it's my only attacking move because I have Will-O-Wisp and Will-O-Wisp rest. And I am not going to bother resting because, you know, the knockoffs will do more damage. And the Gliscor would definitely be able to outstall me in that regard. And on top of that, the Horn Leeches won't even be able to do more damage than the Poison Heal. So, yeah, that is definitely a good game. So, yeah, Azu, you got that match. Really good game. And for those of you that are new to this channel, I take it that you like this battle a lot because you're actually still here at this point. So why not subscribe? And I got plenty of battles coming up, and I also have many updates on Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Anything Pokemon related, this channel will be here for you. Well, see you later.